What if ancient warfare was far more advanced than history admits? What if some weapons were so precise, so powerful, they shouldn't have existed at all? A Viking sword, stronger than modern steel. Roman bolts engineered to pierce armor with deadly accuracy. Bronze armor designed not to protect, but to control the movement of the wearer like a machine. These are not legends, these are real artifacts, and they raise a question historians dare not answer. Did ancient warfare reach levels of technology we were never meant to remember? In a time when Europe had no advanced steel, blacksmiths worked by eye, by experience, not by science. Yet some swords defied everything we know about metallurgy. This isn't just about metal, it's about knowledge, lost, hidden, erased, and now resurfacing in ways that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the past. Between the 9th and 11th centuries, Viking warriors carried swords marked with a single name, Ulfberth. Not a king, not a region, not a myth. A name stamped into steel, declaring something extraordinary. Modern metallurgists examined these blades, expecting the limits of medieval craftsmanship. But what they found was impossible. The steel was nearly pure, free of slag, with a uniform carbon distribution from edge to core. That level of control requires precise temperatures, exact timing, and a deep understanding of steel behavior. Medieval Europe shouldn't have had this knowledge, and yet here it was, centuries before the Industrial Revolution. More than a dozen of these swords have been recovered from riverbeds, battlefields, and burial sites across Europe. Some historians suggest the steel came from the East, Persia, India. But even if the material traveled, someone had to know how to work it, preserve it, master it. The mystery isn't just the sword, it's the knowledge behind it, and why it vanished as if it were never meant to exist. Roman warfare was not chaos. It was precise, calculated, standardized. Every formation, every supply route, every command recorded. And some Roman weapons were more advanced than we ever imagined. Archaeologists keep finding them, heavy iron bolts, short, dense, designed to launch from ballistae. These weren't ordinary projectiles. They were engineered to punch through shields, pierce armor, crush the body behind it. Modern impact tests reveal something shocking. The bolt tips were hardened with precision, not approximate, not inconsistent, but perfectly uniform. Metallurgical analysis shows controlled heat treatment, consistent across thousands of bolts. Thousands, nearly identical, across decades and provinces. This wasn't handcraft passed from artisan to artisan. It was systematic production. And yet, Roman manuals avoid the details. They describe aiming and deployment, but not how the bolts were made so deadly. The empire documented everything except the secret engineering behind its most lethal weapons. So the question remains, what level of technological mastery did ancient Rome achieve? And why did it vanish, leaving only fragments for us to discover? Around 1450 BCE, someone built armor that didn't behave like armor. It didn't bend, it didn't adapt, it controlled the body. Step by step, plate by plate, the wearer was locked into a mechanical frame. This was the Dendra Panoply. Bronze plates, segmented joints, rigid posture. A soldier inside this armor couldn't run, couldn't turn quickly, couldn't fight instinctively. The design removed hesitation. It removed individuality. It removed choice. This armor wasn't made to protect a man. It was made to use him, to force him into executing battle by machine-like precision. The human inside became part of the system, and once war becomes mechanical, humanity becomes optional. From Roman ballista bolts to Bronze Age mechanical armor, a pattern emerges. Ancient warfare wasn't chaotic, it wasn't primitive, it was systematic, repeatable, and brutally engineered. And the more we uncover, the more it feels like someone deliberately hid the full knowledge from history. Roman warfare was not improvisation. It was calculated, standardized, documented. Every formation, every command, every supply route meticulously planned. And yet, across ancient battlefields, something unsettling appears. Heavy iron bolts, short, dense, designed for one purpose: impact. To punch through shields, to pierce armor, to crush the bodies of those behind it. This wasn't random, it wasn't artistry, it was applied physics. Modern tests confirm it. The tips were hardened with precision, not approximate, not uneven, uniform, consistent, deadly. Thousands of these bolts, recovered from different provinces, different legions, different decades, nearly identical in size, weight, and composition. This wasn't craft passed from hand to hand, it was production. And yet, Roman manuals deliberately avoid the secret. They tell soldiers how to aim, how to deploy, but not how to make the weapon lethal. The instructions are incomplete, almost as if they wanted the knowledge to disappear. And then, the ultimate revelation. Around 1450 BCE, someone built a suit of armor that didn't behave like armor. It didn't flex, it didn't adapt. It locked the human body into a mechanical frame. Step by step, plate by plate. The wearer couldn't run, couldn't turn quickly, couldn't fight instinctively. This wasn't protection, it was control. The armor dictated the movement, not the man inside it. It removed hesitation, it removed individuality, it removed choice. This wasn't designed to save a man, it was designed to use him. From Roman ballista bolts to Bronze Age mechanical armor, the pattern is undeniable. Ancient warfare wasn't just violent, it was systematic, repeatable, and engineered. A machine indifferent to human life. And inside this system, hatred was optional, skill was optional, humanity itself became optional. The truth is clear. Ancient civilizations weren't primitive. They were masters of engineering and warfare, with secrets the world has nearly forgotten.